Hey friends, I want to share some best practices for using this needle threader. You can already see that this topmost hook is quite delicate. I would only recommend using this hook here if you were using one strand of thread. When you pull one strand of thread through the eye of the needle, essentially the thread is doubled up. And now you have two strands pulling through the eye of the needle. This can be very, very delicate and fragile, and this end could bend. I personally do not use this end because the hand embroidery that I use requires these other needles that have larger eyes. This hook is perfectly suitable for this Chanel size 24, these two embroidery needles size 3 and size 5, and these two cross-stitch needles size 24 and size 26. When I'm using the larger hook to thread my needle, I never use more than 3 strands of the DMC 6-strand embroidery thread. The reason why I only use 3 is because when you're pulling the thread through the eye of the needle, it is doubled up. So essentially, I'm pulling 6 strands of thread through this eye right now. If I were to try to pull all 6 strands of the 6-strand embroidery thread, this would probably break off. Now, if you look closely at this Chanel size 24, it's very similar to the cross-stitch needle size 24. The only difference between these needles is that the Chanel is sharp and the cross-stitch needle is blunt. Now, the embroidery needles have different size eyes, but again, the same principle applies. Using the larger hook, placing it into the eye of the needle, and again, using no more than 3 strands, doubled up as 6 strands, pulling through the eye of this needle. If you have any questions about this particular tool that we are offering in our shop, please message me before purchasing. Otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed this needle threader if you choose to buy one.